Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We are just getting started. And they can counter here. Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, when you say Brazilian fullback, there's only one man, isn't there?
There've been a couple, Jim, haven't there? But I guess you mean Roberto Carlos.
I do, and probably the first of the current crop of fullbacks who played as a withdrawn winger.
He's had some wow moments along the way.
He excels.
And here's Dembele. Hullet.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Played into space. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Referee's given a throw. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che parcheggiare nell'area circostante lo stadio
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Nicely aimed pass. Keeper's got good distance on that. Engages and forces him off the ball. Tries to play it through. Adriano. And that could set him on his way. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So what can they make of this? Floated through. Vinicius Junior. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Vinicius Junior. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Hullet. Out towards the flank. Toure spots it and intercepts.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Seedorf. Oh, this is a terrific run. And Seedorf! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Roberto Carlos. That is lovely. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Dembele is the team's great visionary. Nedved. Now it's Hullet. Driving forward. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nedved gets on his bike and on the move. Oh, perfectly measured that. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Roberto Carlos. Oh, that's a key interception. Seedorf is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Now that's well seen too.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Messi. Great vision. Great ball if he can get there.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, it's come off the upright. That's really well cleared. And it's Seedorf. That's a delicate pass. Oh, such a clever touch. Gullit proves just a little bit too strong. Chance, surely! That was mighty close. And that's another good win of the ball. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan come in leading by just the odd goal.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. The second half is up and running.
Milan definitely want to carry...
And the shot! Well taken goal. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
It'll be a throw-in. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
I think there's actually a quiet
Messi! That was travelling.
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
Pepe. This is a promising build-up. And here's Messi. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Could move up a gear here. Seedorf. And here's Ibrahimovic. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Desai gets it away. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, easy pickings there. Nedved. And it's Gullit. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Gullit. Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Roberto Carlos. Vinicius Junior. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Couldn't squeeze it through. Tries to dink it through. He's had a shot! Goal, Milan! And they're back in front. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Hullet demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 10.
Milan with the lead. Look at the space here. Roberto Carlos.
Il numero 4. Javier Zanetti.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Il numero 13. Cambio di giocatori.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Good ball, good take. Roberto Carlos finding himself in space.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
And that should get the job done. And they've got rid. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. Mbappe! Now here's the delivery. Nesta getting this one clear. Now, what about a counter-attack?
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Now he's off and running. Yamal is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Luis Suarez. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Milan really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be it.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
And
17.
this is the big chance.
Lascia il campo per
This
il
an opportunity to
numero
pull
22.
level. Back where it came from. Cafu. Cleared away. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Ci saranno 3 minuti.
That's going to go a long way.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Cafu. Oh, he's been caught napping. Takes a shot. And that was very necessary. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.